Hey Fruit Faces, this is KlaireeBerry, and I just wanted to talk with you guys today about my New Year's resolutions. I realize it's already like the 7th as of the day that I'm at least recording this, and I haven't shared them with you guys. I probably told you guys before, but I do like New Year's resolutions. I think I try to make them every year, or at least I have these past few years. I know a lot of people are a lot of vegans, it seems like, are anti New Year's resolutions. And I just don't really get that. I say anytime that somebody is trying to better themselves, you know, why not go for it? I'm not saying if you want to change your life, you should hold out and wait until New Year's. I mean, I definitely didn't do that when I went vegan. I went vegan on the 28th. But it is a good time. Everybody, you know, is usually binging and being lazy around the holidays. They're too busy and stressed out to work out. So it's a really good time for people to start anew and have a fresh start. Everything's all in the mind anyway. So if people have it in their mind that it's a good time or that it's a new year and a fresh start, then it will be. So you might have seen this if you follow me, if you watch some of my videos, you know that I am quitting drinking, and I've already quit smoking, but that's still part of my New Year's resolution. Number one is to stay clean and sober. I didn't write it down as don't drink or stop drinking or quit drinking or anything like that. I wrote it as clean and sober because I think any type of goal or affirmation or mantra should always be said in the positive statement and not a negative, and focus on what you want and not what you don't want. So clean and sober is number one. So far, it's going great. I'm actually able to just say, no, sorry, people are asking me to go out, and sorry, I can't. I don't drink anymore. Like, there's no reason for me. And it's great because I don't feel guilty at all. So number two is routinely raw. I did a couple videos about this in the past, and then I kind of fell off the routinely raw wagon for the holidays because I wasn't really prepared, and I had this thing in my head that I needed to eat this certain holiday meal. Routinely raw is obviously not fully raw. It's just really high raw, especially throughout the week. I may have some cooked food on the weekends. I have kind of a backup plan. If you guys are interested, I might share kind of what my backup meals are going to try to be. But just a lot of the high carb stuff that I've been eating that's really low fat and really makes me feel good and is tasty. Routinely raw is obviously not fully raw. It's just really high raw, especially throughout the week. I may have some cooked food on the weekends. I have kind of a backup plan. If you guys are interested, I might share kind of what my backup meals are going to try to be. But just a lot of the high carb stuff that I've been eating that's really low fat and really makes me feel good and is tasty. So I may or may not do that on the weekends. And you know, even these past few days, I'm not getting mad at myself if I have some rice or some chili. The difference is I'm eating little spoonfuls of it when I'm really undercarbed and usually cooking up, like trying to get my cucumbers into noodles or working on my sauce or whatever. So I don't get mad at myself. And I had beans yesterday, I had rice the day before. I'm just having a lot smaller quantities than I normally would have. On to number three, and this one is huge. I am focusing on myself, my family, and my goals exclusively, and my spiritual life. Me. I'm being selfish. I am not a person that's really ever been very selfish. I tend to feel bad if I don't respond to somebody, or me. I'm being selfish. I am not a person that's really ever been very selfish. I tend to feel bad if I don't respond to somebody, or like I said, I was feeling guilty for just not going out and hanging out with people at bars and drinking and stuff. Like, that's silly. I think I might have said this in another video. For the past 15 to 20 years, you know, I've been smoking pot, I've been drinking, and I've been in bad relationships for like literally 20 years, almost straight. So this is my year, and I'm not gonna give my attention and my valuable time away to anybody else. It's high time that I focus on myself and my life and my channel. So that's what I'm gonna do. Number four, I have a few things that I definitely want to put my tax return towards this year. I want to get a blood test. I want to make sure I'm on track with all my nutrients and everything, and that my body's responding. I mean, I feel better than ever, so I'm pretty sure that's why I haven't done it up until this point. But I feel that that's a good time to go ahead and do that. I'm definitely downsizing over the past few years. I already feel so much better being more minimalistic, and I just want to continue down that journey and that pathway. Number 6 is to keep upping my miles. My original goal was to get up to 32 miles. I want to just continue upping the miles, upping the miles, upping the miles. I add 5 miles a week until I'm at about 65 miles. That may seem like a lot, and it kind of takes up quite a bit of time, but I can also like study and read and everything and watch movies, watch YouTube while I'm on the stationary bike that I got. I just love it. It makes me feel great. I'm actually sweating, which I never used to actually sweat during a workout. Hopefully school won't get in the way with that too much. I have, like I said, I can read, as I'm doing it. I'm taking 11 hours this semester, so that'll be interesting. Okay, and so the final one, well, I have little ones, like that are always in the back of my mind, like do a little bit more yoga, throughout the week and all of that. Number 7 is I would love to be able to do a back walkover and the splits by the end of the year, sometime during this year. I've kind of been working towards it, but I don't really focus on it too much, and just stay flexible and kind of build up that strength a little bit more. Also, to be able to kind of do the leg raises all the way up really slowly and really down on my pole really slowly. That's kind of on there too. So basically a lot of fitness goals, a couple of money goals, and a lot of health goals. So that is it. Let me know down below if you guys are making resolutions. Are you against them? Do you, which ones are you against if you think they don't work? And also, what are your resolutions, and how do you stay mindful of these throughout the year?